So there's two things I'm looking for from our boys on the Minnesota Twins. Number one, I'm going to need these guys to hate the Yankees. I'm going to expand on that in just a second. Number two, oh man, it would be nice to have some sustained momentum or like sustained positivity to hang on to as a fan right now. We'll touch on both of those topics, but I want to start at number one. Something you hear about this big long stretch. It's been a long time that the Yankees have been our daddy. You know, I guess the cool thing is that makes Pedro like our brother. I guess Pedro Martinez. So we got that going for us, but it's getting tired. It's had been getting tired for a long time. And I realized that the Twins took the season series from the Yankees last year. But this is still a thing. It's not going away. This is lingering. This is inside the psyche of the fan base. And I've even told some people this in the past that, keep in mind, none of these players, even some of the coaches, haven't stretched this whole span. So it's not like it's not like there's a good logical reason why this has been a thing, or like, oh, there has been a psyche of the team that's been the same over this whole stretch. Because that's not the case, because there's been so much turnover on the roster and just everything. Nothing's been the same over this big long stretch that the Yankees have dominated. Again, I've even said stuff like that. This team, these players don't look at the Yankees much differently than any other team. I've had to tell Twins fans that, who insist that there's something else going on, that we just keep melting against the Yankees. But at this point, I'm going to flip the script and say they need to start looking at this team like not just any other team. This is a good Yankee team. I want to make it clear there's no reason to like overreact to the Twins season or their recent success based off how poorly this series against them went. But at the same time, from a fan's perspective, my God, this is brutal. This is brutal. And that was the thing about the last year's team and confronting the playoff losing streak. That team did not hide from it. You could have said all the same things about that. That was over years and years and years, that playoff losing streak. There were so many other teams and even managers that stretched across that streak. It wasn't the same people over and over again. So why do we expect the guys on the team to carry that kind of baggage? Well, look what happened last year. The guys on the team embraced that. And they told us, we hear you guys. We know this is a pain point. We're going to go out and get this taken care of. We're going to kill this narrative. And man, it would be cool if the team would do that about the Yankees too. I would just love it if there was a feeling that the guys had these games on the schedule circled and kind of had brought some extra oomph out there. And instead, unfortunately, it feels like the opposite. It feels like these were three of the least crisp games that we've seen from the Twins this season. And we have caveats we can throw out there. With some of the most important guys are injured, which is pushing guys into maybe more important defensive positions in there. Blah 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 blah. I don't want to hear it right now. Just to be real honest, I don't want to hear it right now. Because number two is, man, the sustained momentum thing. Going back to the playoff streak being broken. Okay, how long did we have to sort of bask in that? Not as long as we should have, because the unnamed sources from the front office was pretty quickly that we got the news that, expect the payroll to get cut. And then, of course, it did. So it's like, how long can we ride the wave when that's sort of what's going to bring us down? It kind of feels like that's what's happening with this series. Now, we'll see how the Twins respond, especially with the big series against Cleveland coming up here, but you're riding the wave of that winning streak and really a sustained period of success beyond just the winning streak. The sausage streak, the sausage powers. We were high on sausage powers. And now, that momentum is kind of gone. And it's a thing, too, to where if you're a diehard, really, really passionate Twins fan, enthusiastic Twins fan, a positive Twins fan who gets excited when things are going well. And maybe I can envision a lot of people did this. Maybe you have a buddy or a spouse or a loved one who you're trying to kind of pull out of, either the being down on the Twins or just being sort of more of a casual fan. We get to these points where it's like, as where we're championing the team, and then all of a sudden they fall flat. Like, I can envision some fans probably maybe convinced a friend, a loved one, who is not really on the bandwagon to go, come on, let's go to the Twins game. Let's go see them watch the Yankees. This is a good team this year. I bet you they're going to win some games against them. And then this happens. So it's hard. It's really hard from a fan morale perspective to maintain that and to also pull other people in and share in the fun that we're having when stuff like this keeps happening. And it is one series. It's against a good team, but it just is really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. And I'm still positive about the this season. I still like the look of this Twins team. I think we're gonna have a fun summer. But again, it feels like at every opportunity there is to sort of get over a hump, something happens. Whether it's the payroll, whether it's the broadcasting thing. Right in the middle of this winning streak, most of the fan base loses access to watch the TV on TV. So it's one thing after another trying to maintain enthusiasm, and try to again kind of pull up the casuals to get more enthusiastic about this team. So this just feels like another blow. And it's unfortunate because, again, I think we've got some things to look forward to with this team. I think it's going to be a fun summer, but we'll see. We'll see. This definitely was a gut punch, and especially since it comes at the hands of the Yankees. Lots of old wounds being pulled at there. So anyway, thanks for checking this one out. We'll talk again soon.